I love that opening, man.
Oh yeah, very catchy, very fun.
Yes. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Betty Bima.
And I'm Gloria Altania.
And we're the Pabulum partners.
And you're watching 10 out of 10.
That's right, where we cover the latest and greatest on our top 10 list.
And today we're going to talk about the top 10 families who made it big together.
Yes, and I'm especially close to this topic, Gloria, because believe it or not, people, we're actually sisters. She's the oldest one. I love to make that joke.
There's nothing wrong with that. Because it's still beautiful.
But anyway, so we come from a background where our family members all have talents in the arts, right? So we could especially relate to this top 10 countdown because we have people in our family who sing, write music, play instruments, do art, and all kinds of things, right?
Oh yeah, and we also have some athletic people too.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh yeah, and I can't wait to see what we have in store for everyone today. So why not just jump in and see who's first on our list?
Okay, let's do it.
All right.
Kickstarting the list is the infamous pop trio, the Jonas Brothers. Established in 2005, the group of real-life New Jersey brothers was first made popular on the Disney Channel. Nick, Joe, and Kevin captured the hearts of many with the talent to sing and play guitar, keyboards, and tambourine. They would go on to headline 10 tours, sell over 17 million copies of their 5 albums, and make several appearances on Disney films. They all found love, with Kevin marrying TV personality Danielle DeLisa, Joe marrying Game of Thrones actress Sophie Turner, and Nick marrying actress Priyanka Chopra. Nice.
All of those women were beautiful.
All of them are beautiful, right? They're all like just fabulous. It's just like a whole fabulous family. I can't wait to see their next generation, if they decide to have children or whatnot. Yeah. But, I grew up watching the Jonas Brothers on Disney Channel. And it was just always a fun, trio to watch. They're exciting. They sound beautiful. But out of the 3, my favorite is Nick. Because, everybody has to have a favorite, the whole boy band thing.
Hey, which one is that one, though?
Okay, Nick is the one who married Priyanka.
Okay, I love Priyanka.
Oh, yeah.
So I remember her from Baywatch, the film.
Yeah. And see, okay, the reason why I love Nick is because he made that song Jealous. And when he hit that high note, I still get jealous.
Oh, Lord. Okay, you're talking about the song that they play in elevators, stores, at the shopping centers, everywhere. I couldn't get away from that song.
You're so sexy, beautiful. Yeah, I love that song. And ever since then, I've just been like, yes, Nick, yes. And he was in Jumanji, too. Yeah, he was in Jumanji.
Look, you can tell that I don't follow the Jonas Brothers that much, but when you say that film, yes. Okay, I'm up with Kevin Hart and The Rock.
Okay. So yeah, I'm happy to make the list.
Okay, well, let's go to the next clip.
Okay.
This big Hollywood family needs no introduction, but we'll still do it out of courtesy. They made the mountain town Calabasas a popular destination and shined the spotlight on entertainers and athletes that they were associated with. And although the second to oldest daughter would get things popping with a sex tape, today's shining stars are Kendall and Kylie. It's the Kardashians. They are socialites who are sitting on a pot of wealth, established by their father, attorney Robert Kardashian, and business-minded mother Kris Jenner. The Armenian family consists of Kourtney, Kim, Khloe, and Rob Kardashian, and daughters of Caitlyn Jenner, Kendall, and Kylie Jenner. They've made their fortune from sponsor deals, makeup lines, fashion, and paparazzi controversy, but most of all, they are known for their long-running reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which lasted on air for a whopping 20 seasons. Associated with the likes of Kanye West, Travis Scott, Tristan Thompson, Black China, and Scott Disick, like it or not, this family is not only big, but they're Hollywood too.
Man, oh man.
Look, I know people are going to get upset that this family is on the list of Hollywood families, right? But the thing is, let us explain ourselves here. You cannot have a list without having the Kardashians on it. Whether you like them or not, it's impossible to exclude them from culture, from being associated with people who have made impacts in sports, in music, and entertainment. So, and then they're like wealthy. I just heard the news that Kim Kardashian is a billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just impossible to have a list of families without including them.
Yeah. And Kylie's a billionaire too from her makeup line.
That's right. Well, I don't know. There's a little bit of controversy around that.
Really? Okay, well maybe I'm not too 100% on that. So we'll say allegedly.
Yeah, you might be right, but I don't know. We would have to do more investigations.
Oh, definitely.
Let's go ahead and get into our next clip.
We know this family from the multi-platinum selling artist Toni Braxton. However, before the Unbreak My Heart artist made it big as a solo artist, she was a part of a 5-person gospel singing group that included her sisters.
Well, these are my sisters, my younger sibling. This is my sister Tracy, my baby sister Tamar, sister Trina, and Tawanda.
As the daughters of Pastor Michael Conrad Braxton Sr. and opera singer Evelyn Jackson, the Braxton sisters were raised in a strict and very religious household. All equally talented, they would often sing at their father's church until one day they locked down a record deal with Arista Records as the group The Braxtons. Toni would gain the recognition of L.A. Reid and Kenneth Babyface Edmonds, who would record with her the hit songs Love Should Have Brought You Home and Give You My Heart for the Eddie Murphy film Boomerang. Toni would go on to record with LaFace Records, where her sisters would sing backup for her. Toni has earned 7 Grammy Awards, 9 Billboard Music Awards, and 7 American Music Awards throughout her storied career. Tamar Braxton would also step out onto her own, making a major comeback after a 13-year break from releasing a studio album. In 2013, she released Love and War to great prize and became a 4-time Grammy nominee while winning several awards. The family got together in 2011 to star in their very own reality show called Braxton Family Values, which has been on TV for 7 seasons and have led to many TV opportunities for Tamar.
What do you think about that, Gloria?
I love this family. This family is full of talent. They all are beautiful. They sing beautiful. You know what? I noticed that either there's a whole bunch of girls and one boy, or it's like the other way around. That's so crazy. Like,
dang. How ironic is God?
Oh, yeah, but I just love this family, and I love how talented they are, and I love that they're able to entertain us and just offer up their voices. And we had a chance to see them on reality TV as well, because, we were fans of their reality show, The Braxton Family Values, in addition to the other.
And even before the reality show, I was a big fan of Toni Braxton.
Oh, yeah.
Her slow songs, like I had a period of time in my life where I would listen to just like R&B music, sad music, and she is like the queen of sad music. So Unbreak My Heart, and what was the other one I would always listen to? Love Should Have Brought You Home, and all those mushy songs I love from that, Toni Braxton.
What's that one where she goes, I am the one I bring my heart to? I don't know the words, never mind.
The Debarge family deserves a higher number on our list. This epic family is the source for many remakes and remixes in R&B and hip-hop. Originating in Grand Rapids, Michigan, the soul-singing pop group was the offspring of Robert Debarge Sr. and Ederline Debarge. Oftentimes, people mistook the family as Puerto Rican, but later found out that the Debarges were the product of a black woman and white man. The Debarges grew up in an abusive household, which would hunt them down the line as drug addiction and depression infiltrated the family. In the early years, the Debarges would show their gift for music in the Motown group Switch that included brothers Tommy and Bobby, and the group Debarge that included Bunny, Elle, Mark, James, and Randy, and later Bobby and Chico. They would come out with hits such as All Is Love, In a Special Way, Rhythm of the Night, and Bad Boys. Many of them were used by artists such as Notorious B.I.G., Tupac Shakur, Ashanti, and Rich Boy, to name a few. Chico Debarge would go on an epic solo career run that would garner him the hit song No Guarantee with singer Joe in the 1990s. In the later years, the family would be plagued with drug addiction, legal issues, and the death of Bobby Debarge. But today, the family is still remembered as legendary.
Okay, so I have a special place in my heart for the Debarges. We have them at number 7, but they really should be in the top 3. However, there's so many other great families out there as well, so it was just hard to categorize these families. So really, that number 7 doesn't mean anything, but they do deserve to be on this list.
Oh yeah, I just have the song All This Love in my head because that's the part is waiting for you.
Yes. And it was great because Chico Debarge, that was more like when I was growing up and I could understand what the music meant. So when Chico Debarge came out with the No Guarantee, I mean, oh my gosh, not only was he a great singer, but his whole aesthetics as an artist was awesome too.
Mm-hmm. I can't count how many times I've heard that song.
I just hate the fact that their legacy was tainted by, drug abuse and the issues that they dealt with legally. So Bobby Debarge, he died, of AIDS. So that was like a blow to the family, and it's just never been right since then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but the family is still holding themselves up together, and they definitely made an impact on the music industry, entertainment industry, period.
Yeah. Well, let's get into our number 6 clip.
This gospel family made headway as the highest-selling female gospel group in history. Made up of siblings Jackie, Niecy, Twinkie, Dorinda, and Karen, the Clark sisters was founded in 1980 by their mother and gospel pioneer, Dr. Mattie Moss Clark. The Detroit natives, who themselves were inspired by Aretha Franklin, inspired a generation of musicians such as Faith Evans, Escape, Mary J. Blige, and Missy Elliott, with hits like Is My Living in Vain, Speak Lord, Jesus is a Love Song, Hiya, Eternal Life, and Expect Your Miracle. The group members would also go on to establish their own solo music careers and inspire the Lifetime biopic The Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel, which was well praised by critics.
Oh my gosh. So, Gloria, I just want to compliment you on your voiceovers because your voiceovers are superb.
Oh, I thank you. It did take me some time, but I'm getting used to it. It's fun. I love it.
Yeah, it's definitely a gift. Not everyone has it. Sometimes my voice is a little bit raspy, or sometimes, I say slang words. So you're really like clear. And I love that.
Well, I appreciate it.
So the Clark sisters, they have a special place in our hearts. Definitely an influence of my mother. The thing I like about the Clark sisters is that their music is not too holy, too religious, that it excludes people in the secular world, that enjoy secular music. So when you hear the influences, the people being influenced like Faith Evans or Missy Elliott or Escape or Mary J. Blige, it's because they can relate, whether they're in the church or not, what the sisters are saying touches the heart.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree with that. And I especially remember hearing this music when we had to clean on the weekends, getting up.
Oh,
You know,
Lord.
we needed some inspiration. I need me a miracle, God. Let us be done quick. No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny. Let's get into our next clip.
Next on our list is the Wayans family. The devout Jehovah's Witness family was raised in the Fulton housing projects in Manhattan, New York. The parents, Hal and Elvira Wayans, have a total of 7 children who all made a name for themselves in Hollywood. But it all started with Keenen Ivory Wayans, who dropped out of Tuskegee University to pursue a career in comedy. A chance encounter with Robert Townsend at the Improv prompted the 2 future Hollywood moguls to move to Los Angeles in 1980, where they would team up to do the movie Hollywood Shuffle. Later, Keenen would create the sketch comedy TV series In Living Color, producing stars such as Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, Tommy Davidson, David Alan Grier, Jennifer Lopez, and siblings Damon, Kim, Sean, and Marlon. Keenen went on to make films, while his brother Damon would become a star of his own, starring in Major Payne and The Last Boy Scout. By the way, Damon shares the same birthday as Beyoncé, September 4th. Sean and Marlon would appeal to the younger generations with comedy films such as Scary Movie, White Chicks, and their show The Wayan Bros. The new generation of Wayans, consisting of Craig, Damien, Shantae, and Damon Wayans Jr., are making their own impressions in Hollywood as stars of TV shows and films.
The Wayans, period, are Hollywood royalty to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what nobody says. I know a lot of people may overly criticize their films because maybe it's like comedy, and a lot of people may not like the genre that they make content in. But for the simple fact that Keenen came to Hollywood, conquered it, and then spread the opportunities to his siblings, that is not an easy feat. And that's something that we're definitely trying to do. So, Gloria, can you relate?
Yes, most definitely. I feel like if you get on, make sure you put your brother and sister on too. You know, keep it moving. Hey, why not? Why not pass it down?
Yeah, and I like the fact that the other siblings were humble enough to learn from Keenen. You know, and they kind of like studied him. They followed his advice. You know, they were in Living Color, which was a sketch variety comedy show on Fox back in the day in the 90s. Mm-hmm. And, you know, Marlon and Sean, they were both part of that. Damon, he did a few appearances as well. And the sister, Kim, she was on it as well. Oh, yeah. You know, so I think they really learned from Keenen and followed his advice, his guidance.
Yeah, and footsteps. And I'd have to say that a lot of comedians after them and sketch comedy people also admired them and took some of their things to use, you know, nowadays.
Jamie Foxx, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez, like all of these people became...
Kenan Thompson, Kel Mitchell, you know?
Exactly.
And I just have to say this, that I know it's bad to pick favorites, but Marlon Wayans is my favorite. I just want to put that out there.
Why is Marlon your favorite?
I don't know. I just always like, I don't know, because, you know, I like Kel Mitchell, right? And then I like Marlon Wayans.
What does Kel Mitchell have to do with this? You mean as far as like comedians?
Yeah, comedians, because they're just like, you know, linky and like just goofy. I don't know. I just like it. I like them.
So you like linky men. Everybody out there, Gloria likes.
They make me laugh the most. Now, wait a minute now. Wait a minute.
Well, Sean is pretty nice looking, but Damon Wayans and his son, Damon Wayans Jr., whoa. Girl, let's get into the next clip. That's not what we're supposed to be talking about. We're inspired by the Wayans.
Inspired.
Okay? Let's go to the next clip.
Their names are synonymous with Hollywood, consisting of actors Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, and their children, Jaden, Willow, and Trey. The Smith family has entertainment in their blood. Will started off as a rapper from Philly in the MC and DJ hip-hop duo DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. The two friends achieved early success, winning the first Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance in 1989 for the single Parents Just Don't Understand. Will would maintain his music career throughout the years, but when the opportunity came for him to be a part of the TV sitcom The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, not only was he all in, but he also took Jazzy Jeff with him. The opportunity catapulted Will's career into lead actor stardom. Meanwhile, not too far across town, Jada Pinkett was fostering a career of her own as she tried her hand at Hollywood alongside best friend and rapper Tupac Shakur, with whom she attended the Baltimore School for the Arts. Over the years, Jada would offer unforgettable acting moments with roles in Menace to Society, Set It Off, and Jason's Lyric. The children set their own imprint upon the world, with Willow dabbling in music, Jaden making favorable impressions in acting. Nowadays, all of the family members have diverse portfolios that includes a hybrid of acting, music, entrepreneurship, and more.
I know you got something to say, Gloria.
Okay, first of all, I just want to say so far, everybody on this countdown skin is popping. Okay, it's just nice. It's just beautiful on screen. They got the colors.
Yes.
Rich, you know?
Uh-huh.
And I love the Smiths. I've always loved the Smiths, especially Will Smith. You know, I grew up watching him in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I think I've seen all the shows.
Yeah.
I even memorized that Men in Black dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I think it was, in the countdown, I think it was important to establish once again, for those who don't know, that Jada Pinkett had a career in a life before Will Smith, and she was actually well known.
Mm-hmm.
She was featured in some of the favorite cult classics like Set It Off and Menace to Society, Jason's Lyrics. So she had a whole thing going before Will Smith came together. It was like a powerhouse.
Yeah. My personal favorite movie that Jada did was Demon Knight, because I'm into the horror movies, and yeah. She was great in that. Just if you haven't seen it, check it out. That's my little
yes. All right, let's slide on into our top 3.
Number 3 on our list is Gospel Dynasty, the Winans. Detroit parents and singers David Pop Winans Sr. and Dolores Mom Winans birthed a total of 10 children who would go on to establish careers in the music industry. Following the legacy created by their parents as Mom and Pop Winans, the first success came from brothers Ronald, Marvin, Carvin, and Michael as the Winans. Meanwhile, David II would make a name for himself playing a variety of instruments. Several other siblings, such as Ron, Carvin, Marvin, Michael, Regina, and Daniel, would also write songs or release their own critically acclaimed musical projects. The most notable singers from the family are BB and CeCe, who performed as a duo and went on to receive praise from both the gospel and secular worlds. CeCe became the best-selling gospel artist of all time, winning a dozen Grammys. The newest generation of Winans are following their parents' footsteps with groups such as Winans Phase 2.
I definitely remember the Winans from You, especially the new generation of Winans. Just like the Just for a Day song.
Just for a Day. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, you play that every day, and I would be like, Lord, please, just for a day, can I get through this day without hearing this song?
Yes.
But this is another group that we grew up on listening to from our mother, and just another impressionable gospel group that impacted us.
Family, the entire family, right?
Yeah, the whole family.
Hailing from Houston, Texas, the Knowles family consists of parents Matthew and Tina and children Beyonce and Solange. Today, both Beyonce and Solange are international superstars, but it all started in 1990 with the R&B and pop group Destiny's Child, managed by Matthew and styled by Tina, consisting of original group members Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Latavia Robertson, and LaToya Luckett. The ladies would build their musical career performing at Tina's hair salon and entering competitions like Star Search. By 1997, the ladies obtained a record deal with Columbia Records and would make a major impression with the wide cleft-back single, No, No, No. After a few member changes, Michelle Williams joined Destiny's Child, and the group became one of the greatest musical trios of all time. Beyoncé would then pursue her solo career, becoming one of the world's best-selling recording artists and the winner of 28 Grammy Awards. Solange would make her own lane, releasing 4 albums, headlining 5 tours, and starring in a host of films and TV shows. Now, a new generation is establishing their imprint with the marvelous Blue Ivy, who recently won a Grammy, and her twin siblings, and her cousin Daniel Jules Smith Jr. And we can't forget to mention Beyoncé's famous hubby, Sean Jay-Z Carter, and the new family additions, Tina's current husband, Richard Lawson, and his daughter, actress Bianca Lawson. With all the Hollywood electricity circulating in this family, there's no wonder why they are in our top 3 Hollywood families.
Period. Okay. Now let's go into number 1.
The Jacksons is our number 1 pick. The Gary, Indiana family, created by parents Joe and Katherine Jackson, consisted of a whopping 10 talented children. That included oldest daughter Rebe, members of the singing group the Jackson 5, including Jackie, Tito, Jermaine, who was later replaced by Randy, Marlon, and Michael, the multi-talented Janet, and of course LaToya. One brother, Brandon, passed away as an infant in 1957. With talents ranging from playing musical instruments to singing, the Jacksons are known as one of the most influential families in recent memory. Michael and Janet Jackson have forged legendary careers, with Michael breaking all kinds of records and Janet making headway in music and film. Michael would pass away in 2009, followed by his father, Joe, in 2018. Janet continues to be in films, including the 2010 film For Colored Girls and 2019's Jack Boys. The rest of the family is growing as big as their talents.
Go ahead, Gloria.
Okay, so for many reasons, this family is just great and very, very talented and has impacted the industry in many ways. And I just love this family.
Yeah, a lot of people on our list was inspired by the Jacksons, including the Knowles and including the Debarges, and everyone basically was inspired by the family dynamic of working together to create something artistic. So I could say they're the number 1 influential family in Hollywood as far as culture, as far as music, as far as entertainment, period.
And I agree.
Yes. And that concludes our top 10 list. So you guys hang on tight because we'll be back with another episode.
Yep. So check you later.
10 out of 10, 10